Asani is a Category 1 again as it nears the Indian coastline, a peak that's likely to be short-lived, but expected to deliver heavy rainfall across the region. Update 4 on Cyclone Asani, which has regained Category 1 intensity southeast of India. It's located at 14.8 degrees north, 83.9 degrees east. This is as of 7:30 a.m. India Standard Time, this May 10th, 2022. It has winds of 75 miles an hour, a pressure of 976 millibars. It's moving to the northwest at about 9 miles an hour, and it has a CDP as Stage 1. Breaking down that CDPS for you, we're looking at a landfall for eastern India on Wednesday, the wind speed being low, the storm size being very low, the rainfall potential being moderate, which puts the overall threat to land between minor to moderate. As a result, we're looking at a Stage 1, which means minor damage is expected, with rainfall being the primary threat. Here it is right now. It is pretty much a few hundred miles away from the Indian coast at this point. We're looking at tropical storm force winds extending 125 nautical miles to the northeast, 115 to the northwest, and smaller distances to its southern quad. In terms of distances, that's 163 miles away from Kakinada, 261 from Padmapur, 271 from Jaipur, 389 from Cuttack, and 593 away from Kolkata. That is 262 kilometers away from Kakinada, 421 from Padmapur, 435 from Jaipur, 625 from Cuttack, and 954 kilometers away from Kolkata. We are looking at a potential landfall, although at the very least it is going to be passing extremely close within miles based off the latest code in the date. We have it at 75 miles an hour for this update, which is following the officials for the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. SATCON AMSU also have it at 75 miles an hour, ADT going slightly higher with 80, and ATMS going slightly lower with 65. This is the latest code for the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. You can see that it has attained its second peak. It is going to be very short-lived, and rapid weakening is probably going to be starting as it nears the Indian coastline before making a sharp curve to the east, where it is likely that it will dissipate before the remnants go on to affect Bangladesh. Bringing some heavy rainfall, 1 to 2 feet of rain is possible within these regions between the eastern coast of India and then of course Bangladesh and western Myanmar. So if you are in those regions, you definitely need to be on the lookout for that. That's really the primary threat for this system. Here are the sea surface temperatures. You can see Asani is currently located under 28 to 29 degrees sea surface temperatures, and you can see that is pretty good for a tropical cyclone. Bay of Bengal is typically warm at this time. We are in the first peak of the North Indian Ocean cyclone season. We have that one in spring, and then again in fall between October and November, where we start to see things pop up again. This is the rainfall from HWRF, and you can see a wide swath of rainfall of 4 to 8 inches across eastern India, and then of course there are some splotches of that across Bangladesh and Myanmar. And then of course with the winds, we're only looking at localized impacts. It is going to be weakening fast, so it's probably going to be near the coastlines where you have a higher chance of seeing tropical storm force winds there in eastern India. Bangladesh and Myanmar, you're not looking at tropical storm force winds at all. You can see the intensity guidance. It's looking to be weakening from here on out now that it has attained its second peak. Nothing really else much to say there. Wind shear is going to be remaining between 20 to 30 knots and pretty much staying that way for the days to come, so no chance of that waning down anytime soon. Sea surface temperatures are remaining favorable. Relative humidity is going to take a slight drop, but still remain relatively favorable. So it's really just wind shear that is going to be hindering the system, and then of course eventually dry air. Here it is on satellite. You can see it's beginning to get itself a better central dense overcast, which is what we've been seeing. It's definitely delivering some heavy rainfall, which as mentioned previously in this update is the main concern with Asani here. So definitely need to be on the guard if you are in eastern India. Bangladesh, Myanmar, not going to be seeing much. The storm is going to be completely dead by then, but it's still going to have remnant moisture that could bring some significant rainfall. We'll keep you updated on Asani with live coverage planned this evening, India time.